Everything we need already exists inside of us. We hold the key to open the door to discover who we are and why we exist. Conversations help us find that truth. Relationships are vital. IDKY hopes to ignite your curiosity and perhaps give you courage to open the door. Welcome back. We're on episode 4 with Rich Hardesty from Nashville, Indiana, and we've got some more things to talk about. So, Rich, we were supposed to meet, we were going to meet at the Red Barn because that is one of your big projects that you're working on right now. So, tell us about that.
So it ends up, I was working at Kilroy's back in the day, going to IU, and there was this lady named Versi there who worked the door, and she was a big fan of mine at the time. I remember parts of this, but she explains it better now. So anyway, that's important because her mother owned the Red Barn. So her mother passed. Her mother's was Jacqueline. We had a lot in common, from Jamaica to music and stuff like that. I used to play here with my band, many, many years ago. So when I moved here, I heard that Jacqueline passed away. So I tracked down Versi, that's her daughter, and that's who we bought the Red Barn from. So she goes, who would have ever thought, Rich, when you were singing back at IU and I was your biggest fan, that I would help make your dream come true? And that was in Bedford, Indiana. My mom was there sitting with us, and my buddy Wayne Puckett, who's my partner on the Red Barn. We went to high school together. So we've been working on this for 3 years, and we had to walk for 1 year. But we never quit. We never give up. But it's on the creek here. There's a bridge there. There's the beautiful Salt Creek Bridge. Another mile, there's another Salt Creek Bridge. So we really are the gateway to Little Nashville. It wasn't just that all this music got played here. So why do I want to refurbish the Red Barn? Because most people say I'm crazy. You'd have to have millions of dollars, and we're turtles, first of all. We've even got Hard Truth Distillery helping us. They just gave us 20 barrels, and they're making 22 more barrels so our campground can have the whiskey barrels with a light on it to keep the hydrants from freezing. And then, of course, our stage is going to have nice barrels in front of it. But the community is behind us. So when you're going to the bathroom, you might look up and see Ferguson Beer Garden and a nice live edge piece of up there. Or you might see Story, Indiana, which we're doing the wine festival this year. You might see the BCI. I've invited everybody to participate. We don't want to be competing against the community like sometimes you have to do to survive if you're this business and this business. We want to support the entire community since we're the gateway to Little Nashville. When you drive here, you represent, just like that train that I drive, the Nashville Express. Again, there's going to be a Nashville Express logo inside the Red Barn, because when you're here, we want everyone to see this is Little Nashville, the artist colony of the Midwest, and look up there and see a picture of a Jason Wilbur from John Prine, or Bill Monroe, or Jerry Garcia, or an artist that played here, Toby Keith. There's just too many to mention. Don't get mad at me now, Keenan Rainwater, I didn't mention you. I just did. I just mentioned you. But anyway, we want to be community driven. We want to do a benefit concert for the DNR because we are in the floodplain, and this is the DNR, and we want to be safe. We want to do a benefit for the fire department. We want to do it for the police station. We want to do it we did one for Mother's Cupboard, but we're not just saying it, we've already proven it. We don't have millions of dollars. So every day is another, oh no, the water line broke. Oh, the electricity's bad. Where are we going to find that kind of money? Oh my gosh. But we have belief, and I just believe it, and thoughts become things. Somehow, some way, we're going to have a nice, safe indoor barn for everybody to come watch concerts. Until then, well, actually, that's just right around the corner. We're putting a beam up right now. Around the corner, though, we have outdoor campfires. Maybe that's teenager night. Maybe that's little kids shaking the egg shakers and tambourine night. Maybe it's singer-songwriter night. Maybe it's talent show night or karaoke. Food truck night. I don't know. The town doesn't like food trucks. They're trying to figure out how to do the food trucks. We're outside of the district. But I just feel like we can bring people together as a community, and everybody wins.
Absolutely.
That's how I met your brother.
Yeah.
And that's how I met you.
Yeah.
And I'm helping you do this podcast because hopefully everybody wins.
Right.
But that's what Red Barn Jamboree stands for. So I have heard it all. Rich Hardesty is all about himself. I'm sorry, but that's the stupidest thing I ever heard, because most of the money I ever made is in Mexico because we built neighborhoods over there and we had to use our own money to build those neighborhoods. And could I go back and wish I had all the money I had that I spent over there? I kind of do right now because I could use it here at the Red Barn, but it ain't about me. It's just my name is the brand. So I will tell you, be careful if you go out in the world and your name is the brand, okay? Because it comes across weird to some people. But that is the brand. That's where it started at IU, at Disco Briscoe, when I put my first cassette tape out. But the truth is that if you look at how I've lived my life, it's been about everything. I will pick up a turtle in the middle of the road to help it get to the other side. That's just how I think and that's how I operate. So... and I do have, altruistically, we want this to be a community project. Selfishly, I want to be sitting up in the balcony watching my son and his friends and their friends. You know, you might have a yacht and you might have a bunch of money, but it's not about the money and the yacht. It's about what you get to do with your time. And David Crosby, who I adored him, before he died in an interview, he said, the highest commodity in life is time. And he was still out singing on the road to make money to pay for the horses on his ranch at the end of the day, okay? So that's Red Barn. What's the future hold? I believe in God. I pray. I'm not one of those people that's out preaching about it, but I do believe in God. I believe in the power of prayer. I also believe God gave us a technology called Think, Manifest. You know, if you want something, you think about it with a high level of intensity over and over and over and over, and you will attract it. It might not look exactly like you wanted it. Because when I first started this music business, did I think at this age, after 20 albums, independent albums, being in a movie with John Oates, hanging out with Peyton Manning, you know, opening up for Kid Rock, whatever, Britney from the 90s, we did stuff together. I could name drop all that stuff. So did I think that I would be here refurbishing an old Red Barn with a high school friend for other people? Or did I think, well, I'm going to be up there like Dave Matthews and John Mayer and the Grateful Dead? I kind of thought that I was going to be like those guys independently on my own because I didn't want the record deal. But actually, this is not how I thought it was going to be, but it's exactly what I want it to be.
Yeah. And
I look forward to what is going to come because I can record songs. I can help other people record songs. And we can have our little Red Barn. We can have barbecues. We can have camping. And we can be the gateway to Little Nashville that my dad took me through this stoplight right out here in a station wagon with his foot out the window, a 16-ouncer, and a Panama hat on so we could go to the Hooks drugstore and buy pixie sticks and go back to the campground and look for the rattlesnakes. Not really. We didn't want to look for them. The skunks found us, though, and our dogs got sprayed. But I think my dad's driving me. And some of the musicians, one of my musician friends caught himself on fire with a can of gasoline. He taught me to play Rocky Mountain High on a 12-string. He's gone. The other one passed away 3 years ago. My best friend, Chris Miller. My cousin, Dave Barthel. They're not around, so why am I still around? There's a reason why I'm around, and I don't think it's to go out and be as famous as I can be inside a record deal. I think it's to, how can I improve myself, be a better version of myself? Because if you want to change the world, you got to change yourself. You don't blame and point and cry and yell and scream. It's just that I want to be the leader that I want to follow. And I didn't make that up. I learned that from one of my mentors in my health and wellness business. By the way, if you want to learn how to activate your body in this dangerous world of all these crazy chemicals, look for me and I will show you how to do that. But change is inevitable. Personal growth is an option. So at the end of the day, it's all a choice. You get to choose if you're just going to stay where you are and live by the definition of insanity because you didn't change something. Or are you willing to change? Because change is inevitable. It's happening right now. They've proven it now. All these frequencies are always changing. But if you don't want to change, then don't bitch and complain that you're still where you are a year from now. So if I can be up in the Red Barn up there helping other people find their dream and get out of their rut and find their authentic self, then to me that's more important than having a major hit on the radio. Because I got songs on the radio right now, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, what's that all about? You know, that's great. I'm happy. I'd rather put out 1,000 songs that aren't on the radio than to have one big hit on the radio. And depends on what the message would be. You know, maybe I wouldn't mind having a big hit on the radio if the message was big enough that it could change the world, like John Lennon's Imagine, the song Imagine, right? So that's what I think Red Barn. We are the Red Barn. And you know what? Detroit, Chicago, Indianapolis, Kentucky, Louisville, Nashville, all the way down to Florida, whatever. We are right here on Highway 65. And that's why they come through here. Jefferson Airplane, Gordon Lightfoot, Trey Anastasia from Fish. I could name drop more. Blackberry Smoke, who I met when they were here last. But that's why they're coming here, because they always say when they come here, wow. Because I go to all these shows. I sit up in the balconies by myself and I see some of these rock stars on these stages. America, Kansas. And they always say, wow, we didn't know there was a town like this, little Nashville. So I'm proud. I'm grateful to be with the Red Barn with my best friend from high school, Wayne Puckett, the support in the community, where together we are stronger. And that's what they say in this town. And it's true. Together, we are stronger. There's synergy. When we all work together, we become stronger. And you know, there's a little sign out here called Red Barn Jamboree that's the gateway to that artist colony of the Midwest.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And thank you so much.
Yeah. You said, I think the world would tell us that abundance comes in financial reward, but our last guest said abundance comes in passion. And nobody can argue with your passion. So you are living an abundant life.
Fountain is overflowing with abundance.
Yes.
We already are all millionaires. We already have everything that we need. We are all right where we are supposed to be. And everything's perfect, actually.
Right.
We create the obstacles.
Right. And the fun thing is that to hear all that he's done, a lot of you, to hear him on the train, giving the train tours of the local town is great, because he loves every minute of doing that.
Oh my gosh.
And it's really fun to watch him engage in that, which is very a simple payback for
People
the
are
community.
smiling.
Yes. Yes.
The Nashville Express changed my life. I was scared to death when he asked me to do it.
Really?
I said, I ain't got time. My voice is going to hurt. I'll have a gig in the same night. Guess what? I did it all summer and had a gig the same night.
Yeah.
So I would rather do that, because I see people smiling and it making a difference. And it's introducing people to little Nashville.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it has such a rich history that you have to dig into to find out. You're not going to just driving through. You might sense it. You can sense there's something going on here.
Oh, yes.
You can sense, and there's a lot of IU professors that are incredibly talented and whatever that live around here. I mean, there are a lot of gifted artists, whether it's drawing or painting or music.
You're right. Chris Trotter, the chainsaw guy. He's going to carve my tree.
What are you gonna have? What are you gonna have him carve? Do you know?
We're building a sunset deck to have concerts and have VIP seating.
Okay.
So you could say, hey, I'm gonna bring 20 people over on my birthday, and I want to have you play songs.
Sweet.
And then the big, huge 12-foot tree that's there is Chris Trotter's gonna carve it.
All right.
And then Don Waltman from Waltman Construction is gonna help build the deck, and it's gonna end up into a tree house, because I have a song called Tree House.
Sweet. Very nice. Yeah, Chris is amazing. He come in town, you can watch him working on a Saturday afternoon. He's out there, the chainsaws.
Did you interview him yet?
I have not interviewed. I haven't even spoke to him yet.
I can hook you up.
He feels really like I don't want to interrupt his work, but
right on.
I don't know.
I did a Grateful Dead dancing bear for me inside, made out of sassafras, this tall.
Nice.
So
nice. Yes, he's talented. The big bear coming into town now from the north side.
Yeah.
They cleared off those trees so you could see it. I was so worried when he carved that out. There was so much growth.
Right.
Like, people can't see that beautiful.
He did the Abe Martin Lodge character.
Yes.
That's a cartoon fictional character from the newspaper, but the Abe Martin Lodge out there, that's Chris Trotter's work.
It's fantastic.
Right on.
Yeah. And they'll be having a beer at the beer garden. You just normal, everyday people that you can have conversations with. It's so rich. So it's very worth a day trip to come here and check out what's going on. And there are places.
A long, strange day trip.
Yeah.
Oh,
you don't know what you're gonna find here. I have no idea. When I'm gonna pop into town, I'm like, I have no idea what today's gonna hold, which is really fun.
It doesn't get old.
It's so mysterious and it's really fun. What are the bridges?
It's a project that's not done yet, but it's beautiful. Right now, it's bridge to bridge. There's this bridge that goes to the other bridge. I forgot the county they got them from, but they're historical bridges.
Okay, so they weren't here and then the roads went away.
They just put these here
a
few years ago. I'm on the committee we're trying to make a plan to help them go all the way down to the YMCA and then all the way downtown and over to the Deer Run Park.
Nice.
By the way, there's a beautiful Deer Run Park now has a beautiful bike gravity trail that you just start up here, and then it's right in my backyard. But I highly recommend you guys go visit Deer Run Park. Yeah. Nobody knows about Deer Run Park, and it's right there by the Salt Creek River.
I'm hoping to interview them, the bicycle
shop
ladies.
Heck yeah.
I got
Oh
them
yeah,
online.
Brown Bike.
Yeah.
I think it's called. Yeah,
Brown
they're awesome.
Oh yeah, I can't think of the name right now, but no, they
Bike,
put
Brown
that bike in, and it's fantastic. I mean, they're
I can't wait to try it.
part of the community that's really trying to make this appealing to a lot of different people. They have the bike. They do the bike camps and
Epic every year, the big festival.
yes. There's so many people here that are committed to this area. It's really, really fantastic.
I appreciate your passion for Little Nashville. And just to think that through Lance, I know you, and you guys your all family gets together and does that Airbnb every year.
We do, yes. We've grown attached to this little town and the simplicity of it. And we just like to get together.
Yeah.
Find a place to go get together. And it's just, it sets it up so well. When Dad was alive, it was so great for him because people could go out shopping, people could go out, but then he was still in it, but he didn't have to go out and move around a lot. But there was always movement in the house, and that's kind of when it became a very feasible place for us to come, and we just kept doing it. It was a lot of fun. But they did put a fence up now, so when the train goes through, we're not going to be able to sit out there and wave. I was like, we're going to have to move
Something
forward.
real fancy looks like they put there in the yard.
Yeah, I think the house next door is an Airbnb, and they fixed it up where and so they're trying to protect each other so that that house can have their own space and that the Allison house.
Well, if I didn't mention you, because I love the community and all the businesses, I will mention you on the train and on my stages where I'm playing. Because I know I support all the people. You know, we're one small, big community. But if I didn't mention you, you always know you can come to the Red Barn and we'll mention you or shoot me a message.
Yeah, super relational, which is what I love about this town, too. Because I love the connectivity.
Indiana Rye. Cornfield in the house. Oh, Indiana Girls. My bad. I like Indiana Rye, too.
Anything else you want to sing?
I wonder if Indiana Rye came out of this barrel. No, I mean, I'm just grateful for the opportunity to work on myself.
Yeah.
Because I got a lot of work to do on myself, man. I don't have it figured out at all.
I'm
messed up.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And that's, name of our podcast. I don't know yet. Nobody knows yet. We don't know what's coming.
Nice.
But to keep moving forward, I heard yesterday that when you take a step, you have to fall forward or you can't move. And so we just got to keep falling forward, keep taking those steps.
Isn't there a song about that? Put one foot in front of the other.
Yes.
And soon you'll be walking out the door.
Yes.
Is that a Christmas movie?
It is. And isn't the Abominable Snowman in that?
It just hit
and
me
I
in the
think
head.
the Sasquatch convention might be coming up soon.
Oh.
Big Sasquatch.
Ooh, Bigfoot.
Yeah. Yeah, they have one here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Every year at the convention center.
I think it's sold
You guys
out.
believe in Bigfoot?
I don't think you can even...
Have you ever seen him? Is he endangered? I always like to ask people, is she endangered? Is he endangered? If he is, you got to go meet him and save him. Or run like hell.
Well, and somebody recently said, ooh, that's scary. I'm like, no, they're not. He's friendly. He's not scary.
Sure.
He's a friendly
There's
Sasquatch.
panthers. There's a mountain lion out there. I mean, who knows what's out there? They say the bear are migrating now in from Tennessee and Kentucky.
Really?
Oh, yeah, there's pictures, videos, but I don't know what I don't know.
But I do like the Brown County Chatter.
Right on.
I get a lot of my repair people and stuff.
Good, yeah, if it's used properly.
Yeah.
Because somebody said that, I wrote down what I was doing here at the Red Barn, somebody said, I didn't write it on there, they said, go look at the Brown County Chatter. Some guy said, he must not be from here because he called it Little Nashville. And I was like, well, all the people that are from here call it Little Nashville. That's how I learned the name. And then somebody said, never argue on Brown County Chatter.
Right, don't argue because they're showing their colors, and the people that are really on it for real, they know those characters. They've got that in there. Like, okay, that's just Joe.
Oh, they're just looking.
They're just trying to mess things up. They're watching the game. They're not playing it.
Right. Dogs don't bark at parked cars.
Dogs
you remember that one?
Don't bark at parked cars.
No. If you were just sitting around doing nothing, then they wouldn't say anything.
Right.
You must be doing something right. I had a hater the other day on something I posted, and I was telling my mom, I go, Mom, haters are drinking the poison and expecting someone else to die.
Right.
But also, when they're coming at you, then you did something right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because why did you take the time to look at that I posted and even make a comment? That's why I don't make any comments. But anyway, it's all good.
Yeah. No.
We need a little bit of peace for everybody. Everybody's welcome, except for some. Just kidding.
Well, hopefully they figure out when they get here that they're not really welcome. But They could be welcome.
negativity. Sometimes that, whatever. It's all good.
It's a good fight.
Exposure's good. You can learn because we wouldn't know cold from hot, and we wouldn't know good from evil.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, we got to know what it looks like so that we can know what not to participate in. And then we got to hold our own power and figure out what we're going to do with that.
Personal growth. If you're offended, look in the mirror, because if I'm offended, it has something to do with me. I got a problem. And so if I look in the mirror and go, I wonder why I was offended.
Yeah.
Because if I wasn't a leaf in the wind, if I just sat there and observed, and that's interesting, and I was aware instead of reacting. But if I'm offended, then that's probably, I got something to work on.
It's not going to go anywhere. It's just
In
gonna
my
make
humble
everybody
opinion.
upset.
You don't have to agree with me.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else?
Thank you for offending me, by the way.
I offended you?
Yes, I'm going to go look in the mirror.
Go look in the
You
mirror.
don't remember what you said about 20 minutes ago?
No.
You
I
couldn't
don't
tell I was
remember.
offended?
Nope, couldn't tell.
All right.
You're like those young kids. You got to figure it out how to those old people can't see that. They're like, dang, they stopped listening. Great having you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Really
much.
appreciate
I'm
it.
grateful.
Good luck with the Red Barn.
Thank you so much.
Love, man.
Come down to Little Nashville and visit us at the Red Barn Jamboree, and then go walk around the town and get lost in the streets of Little Nashville, because you never know where you're going to end up.
No.
You might run into a pirate down there walking the sidewalk. For all we know. You never know.
William Wishbone.
I love that
Thanks
guy.
a lot, Rich.
Thank you guys
It's great
so much.
having you.
Appreciate
Thanks
you.
for joining us.
Thank you, Colin.
Stay blessed, y'all.